Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, fellow Nigerians. Today, 15th of January, a very special and unique day in 2023, as it was 53 years ago, 40 days from today, Nigerians will be voting in an election that many regard as most crucial and an essential decision we have to make as a nation, and particularly for our children and the youth. Given the sad state of our dear nation, alarming insecurity, unemployment, poverty, inflation, debt, hunger, disunity, hopelessness, and many other indices of a failing state. It is also 15th of January, 53 years ago, a very special red letter day for Nigeria, that the booming of guns and other paraphernalia of battle were formally silenced in a 30-month civil war in which millions of lives were regrettably lost and an unquantifiable number of properties destroyed. As you may recall, Colonel Olusegun Obasanjo, as he then was, led the Biafran delegation to Jaragowan to declare that the war is over and that the military colleagues from Biafra have come for the deployment. It is stated, to keep Nigeria one is a task that must be done, and no victor, no vanquished. It is this task of keeping Nigeria one in spirit of no victor, no vanquished, that has provided the platform of commitment of both mental and physical energy to the odious but noble task of building one strong, united, and indivisible Nigeria. As such, the overriding task we should be committed to, as stated above, is securing and uniting Nigeria for sustainable and inclusive development, particularly for our children and youths. While we regret the immense losses from the war, we pray for repose of the souls of the departed and thank God it ended. We must all join hands with utmost sincerity and commitment to prevent any serious violence in Nigeria, let alone other civil war. Never again. The task of securing and uniting Nigeria should be our only option, and we all can agree that the leaders and people of different sections of Nigeria have done admirably well, particularly in the years immediately after the war. Within less than 10 years after the end of the Civil War, a committed personality from Biafra, Dr. Alex Ekwueme, was number 2 man to the most patriotic, humble servant, Alhaji Shehu Shagari, who was number 1. May their souls continue to rest in peace. Our dear Shehu Shagari and Ekwueme, both of blessed memory, became strong and veritable expression of the unity and togetherness engendered in a vibrant post-Nigeria. The democratic leap, with its unified symbolism, was glorious for Nigeria, and I deeply cherish such part of brotherhood and oneness established by Shagari and Ekwueme, and truly believe it is a part of inclusiveness and togetherness as one Nigeria we should all follow today. Anyone who still harbors a different agenda, different from the realization of wholeness and unifying people-oriented development vision, is doing a terrible disservice to this generation and generations of Nigeria yet unborn. I cannot think of a valid reason except for deficit of sound socio-economic and political policies and programs that will unite and propel Nigeria forward. From what I know, the Southeast, the Igbo nation, led by Ohaneze, has at every opportunity been unequivocal about its commitment to unity, oneness, integrity, and progress of Nigeria based on equity, justice, and inclusive society. And I, Mr. PeterObi, a proud Nigerian of Igbo extraction, am mostly, truthfully, and wholly committed to the stand of one united, secure, and progressive Nigeria. It's also worth calling a spade a spade. There are youths all over Nigeria who are frustrated because of injustice, poverty, lack of opportunities, employment, apparent exclusion. Such youths will seize upon and use anything or tool to express their frustration and anger. Nation building and order society are now imperative. We must win those that can be won through creation of society where equity and justice will prevail, a society where basic freedom, necessities of life, such as health, job, skills, empowerment are provided. There must be a national program for those who will accept carrot approach. For those unwilling to yield to carrot approach, the stick option will freely justified and applied. We must put order in our society, and where necessary, justice will be tampered with mercy. I believe that various agitation groups will stop the agitation when they see patriotic leadership imbued with fairness, equity, justice, and determination for a very inclusive and progressive society. Every rational human being can change when he sees good reason to do so. Such incentives requires right approach, effort, and time. It is unfair to use the misconduct or position of one or few persons in an ethnic group to stigmatize the entire group. It is wrong approach and should not be so. I have repeatedly said I will sit down and discuss with all agitators, believing that we must continue to talk and negotiate to achieve positive results. Today marks 53 years since the Civil War formally ended. Let us accept the war has truly ended. To try to continue to fight a civil war today, after 53 years, will be a great disservice to Nigeria and Nigerians, particularly for our heroes who diligently labored to secure and unite us. Let us rallying anthem be, though tribes and tongues differ, in brotherhood we stand. On this day, 15th of January 2023, I most sincerely pledge and commit that I'll spend the rest of my life making sure that the civil war and circumstances that led to it do not reoccur, and to ensure that we build an all-inclusive, progressive society where no individual group will feel estranged, marginalized, excluded, and remain resolute to a new Nigeria that we all will be proud of and patriotically committed to the is possible and is the task we must all achieve. Today, 133 million Nigerians live in multidimensional poverty. 20 million children are out of school. We have near 40% unemployment, with about 60% youth unemployment. Our youth today in their productive age don't know where the next meal will come from. Our drug prevalence among our youth is the highest in the world. We have overtaken India in infant mortality. That's why they found that 7 times our population. We are globally treated as second-class citizens, with Nigerians being refused entry into countries we were far better than a few years ago. These are things that should concern us today. These are things I want us to come together as a family and a great nation to commence reversing, irrespective of our tribe and religion. That is the Nigeria for which I wish to be a team leader, where everybody will be included, no matter where they are from or their beliefs. There is a critical junction and times in which every nation must seize a moment to define or redefine its history. For Nigeria, the moment is now. Today marks 53 years of Nigerian reunification after the Civil War. A new year and a new Nigeria is possible. A nation bound in freedom, peace, unity, justice, and prosperity is realizable. Let us join hands in love and brotherhood to build a new Nigeria with God, our creation, and guiding our noble cause. God bless you all, and Federal Republic of Nigeria.